Rocky Mountain Race Week prep is under full swing. So we got, last video you guys saw, we had a, I don't know if I said it or not, but you guys heard it idling. It wasn't idling at the right AFR. It was at like 3.0 when it should be at like 6-ish. So kind of pinpointed down to a injector that was hung open, and in fact it was, because when I took off this rail, there was like no fuel that came out of it, and this injector was empty. The rest of them had fuel sitting, had methanol sitting in them. And then when I took this side off, same deal, or not same deal. This one had a ton of fuel in it. All the injectors were full. So as you can see, we got them back in. They are, man, these Motion Raceworks valve covers are dirty. Sorry, Doug. It's my bad. We'll get them shined up. But so we got all of them clean, flowed. We had to borrow my buddy John's injectors. He has 8 Bosch 210s, so we borrowed one of his, and then we're gonna have in that mess over there, that's kind of our race week, we're taking this pile over there. He brought us 8 injectors, so we used one for our dead one, and then we have 7 more. So I kind of messed up when I put them on. I didn't use, I thought these had some oil on them and they didn't, and I accidentally grabbed them. So as you can see there, I bit them with the fuel rail. So luckily I caught that. There was a little orange or a yellow speck in there, so I caught that. But yeah, started up fine, idles where it needs to. Sounds great. No complaints. Today I didn't really film much. We did add a slip collector down there because something, I don't know what's going on, but every time I take this off, the hot side, it's either moved or it's in a different position. I don't know if it's because the gaskets that we're using on this car are thicker, or because we took the motor out, maybe it's in a little different position. But I just wanted to not have 3 connections that we had all line up, so we just have 2. So we just have the turbo and the hot side on that side, and then down there we have a slip collector that is on this side. So it makes this side a little easier to line up. It doesn't leak, so that's great. So yeah, Mark worked on, he stayed after a little tonight, and he got, sorry, it's a mess around here. We are in full work and thrash mode for Rocky Mountain Race Week. We're also getting cars done. So it's been crazy, working on 3 cars at once, and then prepping the race car and trailer at night. If I'm a little I'm not talking right, then that's why. So Mark finally got our battery plug in. So I made this when we built the car. So this basically just has, this is just a big circuit breaker, basically the same thing as the switch in there, but this one will pop at 175, the other one won't. So if that hits 175 amps, it'll pop that. But we also have a battery charger port, so when I turn the car on, it reads the voltage, and then we have the connector for a battery charger. So pretty nifty. So he had to take the battery out, wire that in, so got those all connected. Works great. So yeah, that's it about on the car. I don't really have, I have to put the engine diaper on, and we have put, I gotta zip tie a bunch of stuff just because I took the motor out. So I'm gonna walk over here and kind of show you guys the trailer, since we didn't film that either because we're slacking and we've just been hammered out on stuff. So you guys saw Samson was getting some wiring done. It's kind of tucked over here. So this is the trailer. We took some we took the Pro Stars off the blue Fox bike because that's another video. We were planning on it until someone had to go and blow up their car. This is it's kind of temporary, but I think they look great, and this trailer is looking pretty snazzy. We have one more hole to patch. We're gonna clean the top off because there used to be a vent with a little shroud type deal, so we're gonna clean that off. I think Gavin's gonna come and polish it, shine it up, give it a spit shine. So under here, hopefully I can get this tied up. I don't want it to get caught. So this is a Milwaukee battery adapter. Some of you guys have seen this. Basically just takes a M12 or M18 and connects it. You can use it for, actually this one's for Power Wheels. It actually said Power Wheels on the box. But we're gonna use it for lights. So we have these lights right there and right there. So we can, I can show you guys. So under here, we're still gonna finish up wiring. We're gonna do that tomorrow. But we're gonna have this mounted like somewhere over here, and that way we can just plug a battery in and it'll have our lights, which are shining down right now. So sorry if it's looks smoky in here. It actually is because I just ran the car, so it was burning off some excess oil. So we have these lights which should, you know, shine right where we're trying to work. So we're gonna power off that battery, and then we're gonna put some lights up in here. I have some basic LED lights in over there. So make sure I don't pinch that wire. I did that earlier. Yep, just like that. So anyway, that's kind of the gist of our trailer. So on the back here, this side, I believe we're gonna put tools in a cooler. We have a big cooler that we're gonna take because it's gonna be hot. And in this side, we got the jack packed up. Don't know if that's final location, but we got the big awning. We're taking the 10x12 because once again, it's gonna be like 100 degrees each day. And I believe we're gonna put the fuel up in that one with some more tools, if I had to guess. We are T-minus, what's today, Monday? Probably Friday morning, like 7, so T-minus 3 days. We'll just call it 3 days. So tomorrow, I'm gonna get the car back on the ground, get it buttoned up, and that will be ready to go. And then we plan on, Mark's gonna work on the trailer tomorrow, get that done, and then Wednesday night we're gonna pack, and that way we don't have to stress out Thursday night. So that's the goal. We'll check in with you guys later. All right, we're getting loaded up, finally. It's only dark now.
It's Wednesday though, it's not Friday.
That's true, but someone has to go get surgery tomorrow for a kidney stone. We have a lot more time, but we're pretty well ready to go. I don't think there's anything on the car. Car's really dirty. That'll have to wait. It's a new shade of dust. Pretty much packed up. Got the tire strapped to the top, cooler. This one is the generator and jack stands. I'm probably gonna put fuel jugs in there too, I think, if we have room. Some back here is pretty much all tools, fluids, some fluids, mainly brake clean. And then in here, got the awning, or the tent, jack stand, more tools. Yeah, jack stands are up front. Yeah. Floor jack. And then up here is that continuation of the tent, the hitch, and then oils and stuff like that. So we got a little bit more room. Yeah. The jack stands might have to go over there.
Yeah. So we still got need to load extension cord, or generator, and the folding table.
Ooh, yeah, I need to grab that.
Yep, that, and then
the chairs.
Stuff over there, the spare parts. So chairs we'll throw on top. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, or they can go on top of the
awning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah. Trailer brakes work.
They do. It helps when you wire them right.
Yeah, yeah. We're man, the wrap in this looks really purple. Look at this.
It does look very purple. We promise it's not.
It's not purple.
It's black and gray.
But we got the certified streetcar stuff in here, cup holders with a phone mount, and we got our headsets all set up.
Cup holders available on the website.
Yeah, if you that's the product plug. But I think we're about to figure out how to get the trailer out of here.
Yeah, I had to move the car.
Yeah, and then push the trailer in. or winch it in. I don't know if we can pull 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, it's kind of heavy now.
Yeah. I think a winch somehow, maybe put the front on a dolly.
Yeah.
And just ride it up.
We should be able to get it outside fine. It's just getting it up in the trailer.
Yeah. Yeah, so it weighs 1,095.
Current.
But yeah, currently that still needs a generator. Fuel.
Table. The spare parts over there.
Yeah.
Clothes.
It'll probably be at 1,200.
Pretty easily.
Yeah. We could definitely shave weight if we didn't have the big generator, and
we've got a big generator. We've got a big awning.
Yeah.
We've got heavy ass steel wheels.
We should just took the Pro Stars off, but they would have not fit with the back. The problem is the backspace.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you have to have this deep backspace. Dude, this is crazy. In this, it looks straight up purple. Like there's a very noticeably different. It's wild. So yeah, we're gonna get this loaded up and hopefully get everything fit like we're thinking it's going to. Alright, well we made it to Tech at Rocky Mountain Race Week, so we gotta go through NHRA Tech and then we'll be good. We already did the Tech in with Matt earlier this week, so Mark's giving the old spit shine. I don't have any tips for him though. He's making it look good. So we'll get teched in and hopefully get to making passes around 3. Alright, so we made tech. Got our sweet stickers. Mark's putting on the all stickers, all of them. So you gotta run the sticker pack, all the sponsors.
Except this one, we don't need that one.
And then we got asked to
we got that one
put that one on the front of the car, but I think hopefully they realized which one's which. He said put it on the front though, so maybe...
He put it on the windshield.
Oh. Do you think we should? If they...
Oh, well...
You think they'll know though?
I mean...
Could just be sponsored by more race chances.
We can ask June.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you have to put that sticker on.
And we can always put it at the top, like, right at the top. But yeah, we kind of had a fiasco this morning because we went to start the car and it would not start and locked up.
Oh, it turned over and then went funk.
Yeah. So we think one of the injectors was leaking like it was before, and so number, I guess, 5 on this side was leaking. We think it's number 6. I think it's not the drive one, it's the secondary that's dripping down and leaking down, so probably swap that out here, get the 10 up so we can have some shade, and then get to work on that. We need to do an alignment because Mark changed the splines out.
Hey, I fixed it.
It wasn't on the flat of the yeah, on the rack, I guess, on the input little shaft. So now it is, but now the alignment's off, so we'll have to do some adjusting. Yeah, toe's not too bad. So we're gonna, Mark's gonna get these stuck, and then we're gonna sit around for a bit.
Okay, we're out here, about to make our first pass. Got Matt there, and Alex Taylor over there, and yeah, about to go. Rocky Mountain Race Week Day 1. Letting out at the 8th, so not a big deal. We're gonna come back up, make a pass after we when they open the lanes back up for everybody, after we do some checking on the car, probably turn the tune up a little bit because it seemed a little sluggish off the line, so we'll see.
All right, so we're loaded up, ready to go to Kearney, Nebraska. Hopefully we can make it there. We got a few things to address this morning. We finally got our wheel spacers. They apparently were locked up in the general manager's office, so we couldn't get the wheel spacers, so we're on the race wheels with the street tires up there. So we're gonna head to O'Reilly's, we're gonna get gas and head to O'Reilly's. And then we should hopefully be able to find a drill bit there, drill it out so we don't have to drive on those. And then, yeah, hopefully make it to Kearney. It's getting warm out, so we'll see how the car does. We got in late last night, had some trans issues, and I'll go over that later. We'll talk about it. So I didn't get to film much, but well, we're loaded up. Okay. All right, so we're on the side of the road because the car's overheating, like we kind of thought it was going to, but no airflow. So we brought an inlet ring. So we're going to do a roadside install the wrong way. Got a Sharpie?
Sure.
I don't know where they're at, but somewhere in here. Alright, so Mark's marking out the inlet. I guess this would not be a good time to do a tutorial. Alright,
First step is make sure you don't have a dried out Sharpie.
oh shit, left a good line though. At least you can see it.
Better than nothing.
So I think you should be good. I don't know where that plate's at. You're gonna have to cut through a little bit.
Yeah, I just made sure I was above the tube.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just, you know, put it on there wherever you want it, wherever looks good.
Yeah.
And adjust yourself on the side of the hill that you're sitting on.
At least there's a breeze. I mean, it's hot as hell, but
It is breezy. That is nice.
yeah. Okay, if this doesn't work, we're going to have to get a
Garden
sprayer
Yeah.
and hose the radiator down as we drive.
And just
We need to leave early.
like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
early.
Like make one pass tonight and then
Just leave.
just leave. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some water. All right, we made it to the first checkpoint, so we're car's staying a lot cooler. The hoods are actually strapped to the top, and we cut an inlet hole for an inlet, but we just didn't install the inlet. So it's a super custom, but it's staying around 210, cruising, going up hills. It gets a little warmer, but at least it's halfway staying cool. So we're in the lanes for the first pass, hoping it does something impressive. I'm not holding my breath, but I think I might have figured it out. I don't know. So put kind of an aggressive ramp in it to see if it would get out of its own way. And yeah, let's see what it does. Hopefully it does things. Yeah, we're in the lanes. Alright, so we're at the old Comfort Inn and made it here with the shop car. It was like a 15-minute drive from the track. Got some Taco Bell, which was very clutch. Car actually did something on the last pass. We threw a ton of boost at it. 200 more RPM on the two-step, and it actually moved. So currently Mark's working on the fill cap for the housing is cracked around where we welded it, so it's leaking fluid out when we drive. So he's going to JB weld that, clean it up, JB weld it. I have to rebuild the fuel pump assembly. It's leaking real bad. I don't know why. So we are going to get to it. It's like midnight right now. We're gonna get up early so we can get some hours in. In the morning, we have a long, like 400 miles to do, so it's gonna be a long one. Alright, so we're out here at Bandimere. It's been kind of a busy morning. A little bit of a mad dash, but also kind of relaxed because we got here really early. So I did some maintenance last night at the trailer. Did some maintenance at the hotel. Just change oils, and that way we could sleep in just a tad. And we got here at like 10, I think it was, and then kind of had a slew of issues. So the first issue is both wastegates are now leaking out of the cap for the spring. And then, so we got that, put some RTV around it, and I think that's solved. And then we took the other one apart that's on the passenger side, and the wastegate spring was basically collapsed on itself. It was squeezed together. It looked like it got really hot, which I assume it had, but I didn't think it would do that. So it lost all its tension, so we had to kind of scramble to find that. And we're currently running on one turbo mount bolt because the other one fell off somewhere, and I thought I heard it bounce, but didn't know what it was. I thought it was just a rock. I was like, oh, that's a rock. No, that was our bolt going down the road.
400 miles ago.
Yeah, I think we were around 150, 200 miles in when I heard that, and we drove the rest of the day with absolutely no leaks out of there, so I don't think it's going to leak for a quarter-mile pass, especially with not having pressure on. It's just a drain, so we're going to find one later, but we're getting ready to go up probably pretty soon, hopefully, and then we can make a pass, see how it does. Got the dump valves working for spooling it up because we're at 5,200 feet, I think it is, and so the air is a lot different than back home. But yeah, we'll see how it does. It's really nice out here. It's a little warm, but the wind's blowing, so the track's probably actually pretty good. We'll catch up with you during the pass.
In that 13-0 category, 13-0 streets of drivers coming into today was 1351. He'll come back around.
Alright, we're putting in the street drive plugs here because number 8 heat range NGKs don't like high altitude or driving in general. We brought the ones out yesterday and they were all carboned up and nasty. So we're doing a mid or before drive Napa plug change. Hopefully that'll help run better. Less oil in the cylinders because they're getting pretty gross. This is only driving like 15 minutes. This one's even worse. So they're just a really cold plug and it's semi-cold here, so I'm gonna get these swapped over, and then we got I think like a 3 or 4 hour drive through the mountains again, back down to Pueblo, and then we get to race tonight. So made a decent pass last night, went 908, and that was the best it's done this week. We're just kind of creeping up on it because the issues we had before. So we'll get these plugs in and head on the road.
Okay, side of the road, repair number several. Although it's a little better. We're not on the side of a road. We're at decommissioned car wash or something. So we at least have shade. So that's very, very nice because it is like 95 degrees and straight sun. Like there's clouds, but all those clouds, yeah, we've not driven under any of them. There's no shade anywhere. So, more cooling things, you know, imagine that. So, we already did that one. Like all the bugs. And so now, we're doing one that's gonna go fill that gap. That way when the air comes through, goes up, it has to go through the radiator. It can't go up and over it. So I made this out of some of the leftover from that, and it's just gonna bolt where our shroud bolts. So I'm taking all the bolts out of the top, and I'm gonna put that on there like that, and then that will seal up that hole. So that's the plan as of right now. You can see it's pre-bent because this was part of the piece that was for the bottom one, and I didn't need all of it, so I cut some off, and this is the piece that was cut off. And then I have that piece, because obviously this doesn't cover the whole thing, so I'm gonna make that piece to go over there. So, fun times. All part of it though. Get it done. Get back on the road.
Coming down.
That was the fastest pedal I've ever done in my life. It spun right off the hit, and I was like, oh shit!
So did I. Do the same. Never.
I was like, no!
They're like, let's just put a little more tire pressure. It's doing it. Well, I pedaled super slow because I'm just like,